Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, we have lots to talk about, lots to discuss, especially when it comes to the Valley. But this week, I'm so excited. Not only do we get Below Deck, but we get Jason on with Gelsey for Anchor Watch. We're also getting Next Gen NYC. It's also literally only 9 days away from my 11-year anniversary, which is so exciting. So exciting. And then this month is Jason's birthday. It's so many great things at the same time. So this is going to be a month where we're like, yeah, we're going to shit up. So yeah, do it with me. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, I just want to make sure that you guys are still engaging in our new site, upandadamlive.com. You guys can go see there's constantly new articles, new reviews, our latest videos, our podcast, a team of amazing writers. And all you have to do in order to join is click on this little icon on the side and just sign up. It's all free. So yeah, we're going to leave that there, but let's jump right into this. You know what's funny is I'm watching The Valley along with all of you guys. I watched the first 6 minutes of Next Gen NYC, and it looks really, really good. I'm kind of shocked at how good it looks, but then I'm looking at The Valley and I'm like, oh no, guys, you're not the new kids on the block anymore with like the good ratings. Like your ratings are dwindling, and we got to figure something out. And I'm thinking about some of the storylines, and one of the storylines in particular was this one about Jason Caperna. And it was started by Jasmine Good along with Kristen Doty and a few other people who really just co-signed this rumor. You guys know I'm friends with Kristen Doty, so nothing but love. But the rumor was that not only was he apparently trying to cheat, but he was bad at it, that he was going out to bars, he was taking his wedding ring off. And I had so many comments asking me, like, well, Adam, do you take your wedding ring off? And I'm like, no, actually, I don't even think that you guys can see it. I'm not sure on my wedding ring, but it's from lifting weights. No, you probably can't see it. There's like a big crack in it, but I also have a $300 wedding ring that I've had for like the last 8-9 years, and I love this wedding ring, so I never want to get rid of it. But no, I don't take it off. I just don't think about that, and some people do. I get it, where women take off their diamonds before they lift weights and blah blah blah. This is not something that's really new. However, when it's something that's being weaponized against you, yeah, I'm sure that you want to defend it when you have a wife and kids at home or a child at home. But going back to how the rumor initially started, Jasmine Good apparently claimed that she heard from multiple sources that Jason Caperna removed his wedding ring at bars. This was a rumor that went back to about like 3 years ago, and it was at a birthday party. This is another problem that I have with the Valley. That's not current. It sounds like you're reaching for something. And what I don't like about this specific rumor is, you had Jason Caperna going up against Danny Bucco, literally telling him what a piece of shit he thought he was, because he thought, well, listen, you owe Jasmine and all of these people an apology. But then behind his back, you guys are spreading this from 3 years ago? Like, really, in my mind, I'm like, who gives a shit? But Janet Caperna, she did deny any involvement in spreading the rumor and stated that, the friends Jasmine cited denied making any of these claims, which, okay. So she's saying, Jasmine, well, I have these friends who also can corroborate the story. And Janet was like, okay, who are the friends? So she looked into the friends. The friends did not exist. And if they did exist, they denied doing any of that. For Kristen Doty also mentioned hearing the rumor from Zach Wickham, who clarified that both he and Jasmine told Kristen Doty. So then cue Luke Broderick. This is Kristen's now fiance, future baby daddy, because she is pregnant. Cue him in because I guess he sent a friend request to someone who was allegedly involved in all of this Jason Caperna stuff. And this friend request that was sent was apparently in an effort to try to verify the rumor. But also, he emphasized that, listen, I was trying to prevent Kristen from spreading unverified information, but Jason Caperna did accuse Luke of this sort of like premeditated attempt to tarnish his reputation. And he felt like he was betrayed by the lack of communication, which, by the way, if you came to me with that shit and you said that I did something and I was taking off my wedding ring and I was not, I would be like, okay, prove it. Like, I don't really like small talk, and I don't want to listen to somebody who's saying, well, Adam, we know, we heard. Like, who gives a shit what you heard, in my opinion? Like, if you heard it, okay. But if you know it and you can sit here and like bring the receipts, then bring the receipts. This is a different situation. I'm also not on reality TV though. So I don't, like my life is not out there in the same way. So I do understand that aspect too. But moving on. Lala Kent also in this past week's episode, she did confront Jesse Lally about his toxic behavior toward Michelle, who is now, obviously the mother of his daughter Isabella, but also his ex-wife, soon to be. And she labeled him as a narcissist and a fucking clown. I agree with her. I think that he is somebody who is exhibiting very narcissistic like qualities and traits. And so when you have somebody like that who's in your face and they're smiling and they're like, well, and this is how it is. But then you're sitting there calling the mother of your child a lying, cheating whore. It's like, you kind of lost me, bro. Like, I don't agree with that. But she did accuse Jesse of attempting to control Michelle through the divorce and also the custody arrangements. And they might both be guilty of this because you can see that both of them, when they interact with each other, they're very, very unhinged in moments. But she was, I think, was emphasizing more on Jesse, particularly like threatening to put Isabella in a school in Orange County. And I think that that is what Lala is leaning towards. But Michelle did say that she was very grateful towards Lala for her support. And she acknowledged that Jesse had significant control over her during their marriage. So she's agreeing with everything that Lala's saying. And I think if I've read a lot of comments where people are like, well, Lala, who are you to chime in on any of this? Like, look at the relationship that you were in. Look at the shit that you fought for. Who are you to say anything about anybody's relationship, especially with how you entered yours, how you exited yours, all of that? Like, it doesn't even make sense. I get that. But she is, at the end of the day, just defending a friend. And, I would want my friends to defend me too, I guess. But Jesse did defend his actions, saying that, his inquiries about Michelle's whereabouts were for safety reasons and they were not attempts at manipulation. And I think this will all just come to a head eventually. I don't know how it's going to happen. But from what I've heard, the valley is just going to get more dark, more insane, more difficult to watch. And I'm sure that that's everything that we need to prepare ourselves for. I'm looking to see also, by the way, what it looks like as far as topics that are coming out this week. Hopefully over the weekend, I'm going to try to compile like a whole list. I have the Taste of Reality girls ready to go tomorrow for hot, messy topics. But if we don't have enough, then we don't have enough. So just keep an eye out on the community tab. And also, I always blast it out in the broadcast channel on Instagram, and then I'll post it on TikTok as well. I hope we have enough because I want to go live with you guys tomorrow before Jason goes live with you guys on Tuesday for Anchor Watch. I love you guys so much, and happy Sunday, everybody. We will see you guys so very soon.